You're in Canada. What's the deal with this Mark Carney guy? Are you in Florida or Canada?
I'm in Canada.
Yeah, you're in Canada.
Where'd you get Florida from?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking like Viva Fry or something that maybe you moved to Florida. No, I know you're Canadian, but Viva Fry's a Canadian that moved to Florida. Give me a break, dude. I mean, come on, dude. I'm on
Probably
CBD
legal.
gummies. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing right now.
Good gummies.
They're strong as hell. This Mark Carney guy, Pierre Poilievre, I can't even say his name. He had it slam dunk, I thought, about 6 months ago, and then people are blaming. I had to debate some libtard. He said, because of Trump's tariffs, that's why you have a liberal guy. I'm like, I don't even know if that's true. So can you give me was he right with this Pisco guy I was debating? I don't even want to, I kind of conceded because I didn't know. But was Trump's tariffs actually responsible for Pierre losing?
Not at all. And I'm glad you asked me about this because I started to see towards the Canadian election, a lot of American sources started realizing what Pierre was all about. And I'm going to get flack for this, of course. But Pierre took zero risks. He had that election in the bag with Trudeau, right? The beautiful haired man that we used to have. Kind of like your hair, Alex.
Not as good. Not as good as Justin. Come on, don't be like that. I don't want to.
That's fair.
I'm friends
Old
with his
JT.
brother. Friends with his brother. We love his brother. Nobody's more beautiful other than Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom's the sexiest politician. And then Justin Trudeau. Go ahead, sorry.
So once they got Justin Trudeau out of office, once he resigned, then they sort of had nothing to go after because they were all about, tarnishing Justin Trudeau. I don't know if I can swear. Tarnishing Justin Trudeau. And once Justin Trudeau was there, they sort of didn't have anything because they were pointing at him for like 3 years. And then they took away this carbon tax. So we had a carbon tax in Canada, a wonderful country. And the Liberals took away, and Mark Carney, once he came into office, just took away that carbon tax, which Pierre Poilievre was suggesting to get rid of for years and years. That's also what he was running on. He would say, cut the tax, axe the tax, actually, is what he was saying. So once they did that, there was no more Trudeau and there was no more carbon tax. He didn't have anything to really run on. He never mentioned anything about immigration. He never took a hard stance on men and women's sports, for example. And all that happened was all the leaders of the political parties in Canada, they all battled over how much they could say Orange Man is bad. So the Liberals would say, Pierre, you love Donald Trump. Your followers are are going to support you like they support Donald Trump. And then he would say, no, I believe the Orange Man is more bad. Mark Carney's a businessman who's worked with Trump in the past, so I believe the Orange Man is the worst. And then the third guy would be like, I'm a communist, so obviously I hate Donald Trump. And that's basically what happened. And then the boomers who were embarrassed for to vote for Justin Trudeau, they saw a new guy come in and they saw that they could vote for the Liberals again. So while the Conservatives did better than last time, they still don't take any risks. So imagine you have an entire party of neocons, essentially, who are afraid of like free speech. They're afraid of the liberal media. And they just go with the status quo because they don't want to be seen as mean. And if I can sum it up in that's the sentiment of Canada, is we cannot appear to be mean. So why we can't say anything that might be seen as truthful.
Yeah, and that is true because the truth hurts, but it's crazy, and I got to let you go because we got to react to one more thing, but it's crazy to think, I just saw some stat that 45% of Canada's population is either foreign-born or have a foreign-born parent, I believe. So that's
bad.
It is bad. I think
India too now. We're India too.
So,
Part 2.
I mean, I would say that, like, it's hard. You can't probably go full, like, in support of Donald Trump, but Pierre would have been better being more bold. And that's why these politicians, Jasmine Crockett is actually the biggest idiot. She's like a fake ghetto. She's not even ghetto. But because she's bold, because AOC is bold, because they make bold decisions that, yeah, they're cringe, but no risk, no reward. You're right. I don't even know that much about the election, but if he didn't take any risks, when he was playing from behind anyway, right? He was playing on house money. In my opinion, Pierre, even having the opportunity, considering how liberal Canada is, he should have taken a chance, but he didn't. So now what's going to happen to Canada in the next 10 years?
I think we're just going to go full like World Economic Forum. It's just going to become more so like India and China, both population-wise and politics-wise. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself